Good evening. Thanks for joining us. There have been 9 officer-involved shootings in Illinois so far this year. That's according to the Illinois State Police's Officer-Involved Investigations Dashboard. News Channel 20's Julia Rosier's working for you with a breakdown of the numbers and what's being seen here in central Illinois. Julia?
Stacy, Illinois State Police are still investigating those 9 officer-involved shootings this year, but data shows that 3 of them were here in central Illinois. On the screen here is the dashboard from the Illinois State Police. You can see in green, it shows the officer-involved shootings, and in red, the officer-involved deaths. Statistics show last year there were 25 officer-involved shootings in Illinois. In the first 3 months of 2024, there have been 9, and 3 of those 9 have been in central Illinois, including Decatur, Quincy, and Macomb. Here's the officer-involved investigation dashboard from the state police. The green tabs show the officer-involved shootings, and in red, the officer-involved deaths.
Anytime there's an officer-involved shooting, it's alarming, and it's not certainly something that any of us want to see.
Right now, ISP has 91 active investigations for officer-involved shootings and officer-involved deaths. In 22 of those cases, state's attorneys have ruled that the use of force was justified.
One of the things that we see out there is the level of defiance and refusal to comply with orders and directions that are given by the police.
For officer-involved deaths, there have been 0 so far this year, but last year there were 33. ISP says if an officer is killed and ISP is involved in the investigation, it would be included in the dashboard.
33 is an alarming number. Anytime we're talking about the loss of life, I think regardless of what the number is, one's concerning, and much less 33 is on any side.
The Illinois Sheriff's Association tells me that the use of force depends on the situation. They added that there needs to be fear and risk for their own life, as well as a great risk of bodily harm. In studio, I'm Julia Rosier. Back to you.
Thanks, Julia. To see the full dashboard, just head to our website, newschannel20.com. The most recent officer-involved shooting happened in Decatur just last week. Police stopped Rocky Dupin, who they believed was involved in an armed robbery earlier that day. Dupin pulled out what police believed to be a gun, which caused them to open fire. One of the officers in that incident was involved in another officer-involved shooting last March. Well, the officer-involved shooting in Macomb happened March 16th after Macomb police responded to a domestic disturbance. According to police, preliminary investigation shows officers encountered a man with a knife who then took a 4-year-old hostage. An officer fired 1 shot, which hit both the man and the child, killing both. And no criminal charges were filed in the investigation into the officer-involved shooting that involved 2 Quincy police officers. Quincy police responded to a disturbance call at 3rd and Elm back in January. The suspect, Donald Hibbard, fired at police, hitting one of the officers. One of the officers returned fire, killing Hibbard. Both officers have since been determined to be fit for duty. Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.